Welcome to Manny's TV Talk, where we will talk about all of our favorite reality TV shows and news surrounding them. Grab a snack, a drink, and get comfortable because this starts now. Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the new episode of The Real Housewives of Miami, Season 6, Episode 12. Let's get right into this.
Any drama by bringing her.
We all know she's a problematic person. Looks like you were in cahoots with her.
Well, I wasn't.
The times I've spoken to Anna, she didn't have much to say. Really, the only person she ever said anything
This was a really fun episode, you guys. So let's get started. Going Miami. So we see some clips of the women doing their thing. Larsa is with her daughter filming some TikToks. Lisa was putting gas by herself. Then we see Julia. She goes with two designers because it's swim week in Miami and we know Kiki is going to be doing a show and so is Julia. She's very excited because now that Martina is free of any illnesses, she can really focus on herself now. And this is right her lane. She's also going to be the one that closes the show, so that's a pretty big deal. Julia is very happy and we see her try some outfits on. And we see the same for Kiki. She also is with some designers and they go over the outfits. She walks and practices. I've never really been a big fan of Kiki on the show, but after seeing this scene in this episode, I think it might be because we really haven't seen the real Kiki, or she hasn't had the opportunity to really show herself. But this scene was different. She was in her element, and she even went into detail about her coming from Haiti and working with photographers, and it's very interesting. So I hope that we see more scenes like this with her. Moving along, Gertie and Russell go on a little date. It's great to see her get up, get ready, be happy, although you can tell that she's hiding the pain of needing to do yet another surgery. She does not want to do any additional surgeries after this second one. She hopes that this can be it because she can't mentally go through a third or even have a mastectomy. She just taking one day at a time and hoping for the best. So we see another couple, Lisa and Jodi, and they are with a realtor looking for a house for Lisa so she can leave out of the one she's living in right now, which is Lenny's. This house in particular is 21,000 feet. It's not too big. It's not too small. The price is $5.5 million, which is still quite a bit, but that's going to depend on Lenny, on what the divorce settlement is. The problem, she says, is that he's been changing his mind so much lately. He's been kind of bipolar. One day he'll be nice, one day he won't, but she does not want to deal with this anymore. But she is going to need his support, So that's still an ongoing battle. Then it is the day for Julia's swim week show. We get to see her go backstage, get ready, and we see all the other models do the same thing. Julia really missed this energy, and she says that it feels just as it did years ago. She feels the passion, she feels the excitement that she used to feel. Okay, so as the models and Julia and them are getting ready, the girls are arriving. And Nicole is trying really hard to clear her name from this Anna drama. Nicole says to Adriana that it has come to her attention that Adriana wanted Anna there for ulterior motives. But how does Nicole know this? Well, Julia told her, which is low-key messed up because Adriana did tell Julia not to tell anyone, and Julia said yes, but she told Nicole, and now that Nicole is bringing it up to Adriana, and Adriana says, yes, you are right, I'm sorry, I should have been more transparent and told you the real reason why I wanted Anna there. So then La Cubanas get there, Alexia and Marysol, and Nicole is going up to them and hugging them, kissing them, and telling them this will all make sense soon. But for now, it's time for the show. They all sit down and the models walk down. Julia went there and she owned it. For Julia, it's a big deal, not just because of what it is, but because at her age, she's still able to do this, so it's super cool. So after the show is done, they go and eat some lunch, and Marysol says, let's cut the crap. What happened at brunch? Adriana says, Nicole didn't know that Anna was coming to say things about y'all. That's the real reason I invited her. But they had to move because the sun was getting in their eyes. So when they do that, Alexia and Marysol are still mad at Nicole. They say Nicole was in cahoots with Anna. Nicole says that she wasn't. They also say that Nicole could have handled the situation better that day. So the day of the brunch, what Nicole could have done is that she could have said to Anna, don't come, after she saw the reaction that they had. But Nicole said that, well, they had already left. But Alexia says that it doesn't matter, and according to her, Nicole owes her and Marysol more loyalty because she knows them better. Alexia says, whatever you say, it still looks like a setup. Alexia was not listening until Larsa asks Adriana, Adriana, what was Anna gonna say? Like, why did you bring her there? What tea was she gonna spill? And Adriana says, well, she was gonna talk about Alexia's finances since Alexia was being so judgmental of Lisa. First of all, Lisa kind of appreciates that Adriana did that for her, but that's what finally made Alexia forgive Nicole because she was pissed at Adriana for doing that. And one of the things that Adriana did say in her confessional is that she thinks that Alexia is secretly very jealous of Nicole due to the fact that Nicole is rich, she is a professional, she's younger, and she really is the real Barbie of Miami. That's what Adriana says. Do y'all agree? Let me know. But the ladies head back to another show. This time it's Kiki walking down the runway, and she was definitely born to do it. It meant a lot to Kiki and to Julia that the women came to support them to watch these shows. Then it is time for an after party, so they all get on a bus. But I don't know what was going on. Maybe too many people were trying to get out at the same time. But most of the ladies got impatient, and all of them left. The only ones left were Adriana and Julia, and Kiki is so sad and upset because she set up a whole after party for all of them, and they all left. I felt so bad for her. They didn't really show what happened after, but yeah, they left except for Julia and Adriana. The next day, Alexia goes to Julia's house. They first go to the farm, but Alexia cannot stand any of the animals. She's like, can we please go inside? Alexia then gives Julia props for doing the runway and getting out of her comfort zone and all of that. And it is also time for the cast trip. Alexia wants to do the girls' trip to Mexico City. Give it up to my people in Mexico. Alexia has a deep love and appreciation to La Virgen de Guadalupe, which is the Virgin Mary version in Mexico, because she believed a lot in her during Frankie's accident. So it means a lot, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be in the city, something different. Then Larsa and Marcus were about to record a podcast. Alexia FaceTimes her to tell her about the trip. Larsa is excited about it because she has the tequila. Who knew Larsa had a tequila? I did not know that, but that's where in Mexico City, that's where they create the bottles. So she suggests like they could do some activities with tequila. There's so many possibilities, and Alexia says that it's going to be fun. Then Marcus and Larsa go on to record their episode, and no shade, good for them that they have this podcast. But who would listen to, like, who would actually listen to episode after episode by these two? I mean, I could probably listen to one or two, but more other than that, yeah, I don't think so. But the thing was pretty interesting was that Larsa in this episode that they were recording said that she has 11 eggs that are frozen, and she did that when the Kardashians went to go do the procedure, so she did it as well. And they did show flashbacks when they went to go do it with Kourtney Kardashian. That was interesting. So the option of a baby between them might still be on the table. Gertie then has a family game going on, and she too gets the FaceTime from Alexia. Unfortunately, Gertie says that she is going to have to go through chemo because she took another test about the probability about getting the cancer back, and you had to get a 25% or lower, and she got a 29. It was so sad. She started crying. So Alexia says that Alexia, like, she was lost the words because it was so sad to see Gertie crying for her to give her this news. But she still tells her that, they're going to Mexico, and she would love for Gertie to come, and they could go to La Basilica de Guadalupe, so that's where they can pray and like ask the Virgen to bless Gertie. It was just really sad. This scene broke my heart. Then the last scene is this was a really fun one. Adriana goes to see Latino legend Emilio Estefan to the studio. They've been working on a song which was actually for Camila Cabello originally, but Adriana's going to do it now. So Adriana goes to the recording booth and sings. That's so exciting. And then Adriana tells Emilio about the group going to Mexico. And it was great that she mentioned that because Emilio says that he has a lot of people in Mexico City who he can get in contact with so that Adriana can sing there. Now, this is such a big deal because Latin singers will not be successful in Latin America in the Spanish market if Mexico doesn't accept them. So this is huge for her. So next week is the trip, and there is going to be drama. I can't wait for this. But that was all for this episode. I love Miami. It never disappoints. I love this episode. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about it. Let me know your comments and your thoughts. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. You have a great one. Bye.